What's up, y'all? This your girl Keisha, and welcome back to my channel. Triple Dark Goddess. Peace, love, light, plenty of blessings, all that good stuff. So, how are you guys doing? How you guys doing during this time? I don't know. I am gonna be honest. I'm gonna come here and be honest. At first, I was all good, cause like 3 weeks ago, I was out with my boo, and we had a nice weekend. And, you know, I was hearing stuff about the coronavirus, and scratch that word. I was hearing stuff about the Brewski virus, as Ghetto Nun would call it, the Brewski virus. And, you know, it wasn't getting to me. I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm living my best life and everything like that. And that's the vibe I should have kept staying on. And then more and more I'm talking to people, and they're talking about it. And then my dumb ass started tuning into the news and start like, my vibe started getting low, Lord. I started, you know, get off my square and everything like that. And, you know, I started feeling really anxious. I started feeling really scared and stuff like that. You know, I was just feeling really fucked up. You know, my vibes were just very, very low. Like, I was vibrating very low. A lot of fear. So, you know, I was talking to my boosty about it, and he was like, you know this is some BS. And you got to be smarter than that. And you can't fall for the okie doke. And I'm like, well, what if this and what if that and da-da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, I was really, really, really worried. And then I was like, ooh, I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling at all. This is not even me. I just said 3 weeks ago, I was living my best life. I didn't care about no Brewski virus, because that ain't going to happen to me. It's not going to affect me and my family. We're protected. We good. And then I started, you know, feeding into the media, feeding into the hype, and watching news and stuff like this, and people dying and all this stuff, and then fake news and celebrities talking about something they got it, knowing damn well they ain't got it. So it's like the media creating more fear, and, you know, it's just like very, you know, fear-based. And I'm not going to get into all that, because, you know, this is not a conspiracy theory channel, and I don't have no conspiracy theories. I know what's going on. Okay? I'm just going to focus on other shit. But I had to sit down and take a reality check, because I had posted something. And it was basically, you know, stay in the house, you know. And a sister got up on there, and she basically was saying, you shouldn't be having nothing to worry about. As long as you listen to your ancestors, see the signs of the times, and know that they got your back, and know that you're protected, you shouldn't be fearing for nothing and having nothing to worry about. And I had to step back for a second. I said, you know, I'm not going to use me being in my spiritual journey as an excuse, because I should know better. You know what I'm saying? So I sat in my room and I talked to my ancestors, and I was like, ancestors, my spiritual team, my spiritual guides, my guardian angels, the creator, grandmother earth, the 5 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, and spirit, the gods of war, everybody, my ancient ancestors, my ancestors on both of my sides of my family, my ancestors, known and unknown, give me spiritual strength right now. Help me to get this spiritual strength, because I don't like the way that I'm feeling. I don't want to be fearful. I don't want to have this fear. I don't want to be afraid. This is not how I'm supposed to be right now. I have to be strong for not only myself spiritually, but I have to be spiritually strong for my family and for my kids, because I have a legacy that I want to leave behind for them. I want them to know that their spirituality is stronger than any brewski virus or any type of thing that's happening right now, because what's happening is supposed to be happening. Everything that happens starts in the cosmos and then comes down as above, so below. So we have to know that this is a spiritual thing first, and then it comes down to this 3D realm. So you have to understand that, nothing is just a coincidence. Even if they created this virus, and we know that, I'm not going to get into whatever, but we all know that this shit is some bullshit. Okay? Whatever is happening is happening. And this is the shift. And, when I first, was sitting down and I'm like, y'all should take this time to get, correct mind, body, and spirit. I ain't even put my microphone in. I don't even care. But you should take the time to get correct mind, body, and spirit. I meant that. If you are on your spiritual journey, dig deep within, go within, tighten up your spiritual bootstraps, because it's going to get real. It's going to get real. You know what I'm saying? Start preparing if you haven't been preparing. Yeah. So, I had to ask my ancestors, I need that warrior spirit, okay? Put that warrior spirit inside of me. Ride with me, be with me, walk with me. Protect me and my family. And, I did that. I spoke to them, I prayed. It took me a spiritual protective bath. And I'm telling you, it worked. Like, it did. It worked. So I'm just like, I had to, get myself together. Like, I had to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want y'all to be up on here thinking, oh, she wear a weave and she wear makeup and she wear nails, so she, she don't know what she's talking about. First of all, never go off appearances. Never judge a book by its cover. I'm a woman and I am expressing my divine femininity, and if this is how I do it, is how I do it. So I'm just saying, for those who like to judge people and stuff. But besides all that, what are you doing in this time? Are you meditating? Are you visiting your altar? Are you thinking about things that you can do? Like in my 2020 video, like, what are you taking into 2020? I was saying that this is the year of the entrepreneur. And even before, I had watched other videos by other spiritualists who said the same thing. This is the time to build. This is the time to get your credit together. This is the time of the entrepreneur. Okay? I don't even know why I know now why I had said that at that time, because these are trying times. So where you could go get your hair done at salons, the salons are closed. There's plenty of people who know how to do hair, and they went to cosmetology school, and they do have their licenses, and they don't work out of a salon, but they work out of their home or something like that. Or someone who does nails, or someone who does makeup, or someone who cooks or bakes bread or sews, has a small business, sells spiritual items like soaps and stuff, which I will be starting to sell very soon. I will be starting to sell spiritual items like soaps, candles, spiritual bath kits, and everything like that. This is the time for the entrepreneur. If you have a business or you have a talent, just like Conjure Queen, I watch her and I love her. I love Conjure Queen. Like, she's so dope. Very, very powerful sister. So is Ashira Star Goddess. She's a very, very powerful sister. Who else do I watch? I watch S. Ali Myers, very knowledgeable, wise brother. So is New Life Tools, very knowledgeable, wise brother. I watch those people among Dolo. The pilot man, flight boss, bitch, for sure. Like, yes, I watch him. I also watch Young Pharaoh. Like, those are the people that I watch. And they gave me a lot of courage, and they gave me a lot of encouragement. And, you know, in these times, you have to come together with people who are on the same frequency. I live in a house with people, and, you know, they scared. Like, they scared. I'm like, I want to go to the damn park. I want to go hug a tree. I want to go sun gaze. And my mom's talking about, don't go out there because and there's going to be a bunch of people crowded around and social distancing. And I'm like, I know about social distancing, Mom. I'm really not an extrovert, even though I'm a Leo. I'm really more, I can be an extrovert at times when it's necessary and when it's beneficial. But I am an introvert. And I'd much rather be to myself in the house among the people that I know and love. So I just wanted to go to the park to like hug a tree, really ground myself, because I know I need some grounding, and to just get out in nature. And, you know, even, you know, my girlfriend, shout out to my girl who gave me a reading, you know, it said that I needed to be out in nature, which I knew, but it was like raining and it was cold for a couple days. And I'm just like, yo, as soon as this rain is over, I'm going to go outside and get some air. My mom was like, no, because ain't nobody leaving out this house. And if anybody leaving out this house is your daddy. And if you leave out this house, you can stay out. And I'm like, really? It's really that deep for you? Like, if it's in the air, it's in the air. She like, you could go out in the backyard and sun gaze. Well, the sun isn't facing the right position for me to sun gaze at that time. So, not really, I'm not going to be able to sun gaze. I'll be able to get some sun, but I want to be able to sun gaze. Then she like, well, we could sit out in the yard because, what if somebody want to come up to you and talk? And I'm like, okay, I'll just avoid them. Or she's like, you know, it's a lot of homeless people and stuff. And, you know, the shelters and things is closed and stuff like that. So, you know, they're sleeping in the park and stuff like that. So she's like, well, what if you go to the park and it's a bunch of homeless people and stuff? And I'm like, okay, if I'm approaching the park and I see a bunch of homeless people, I'm not going to go to that part of the park. It's just common sense. And, you know, she was just very, very fearful. And I was like, you know what? Don't talk about this stuff to me anymore. Like, I don't want to hear about none of this stuff. I really don't. It's going on. It's happening. I don't need to be engrossed in it. I don't need to be trying to meditate and you blasting the TV with the news about that. I don't want to hear that 24/7. That is not going to be my life. That is not going to be my life. You know, this ain't going to last long. This is not going to last long. And if it does last long, just make sure that you're in the house doing the things that you need to do to get prepared, to get your business up and running. You know, take this time. Take advantage of whatever, you know, financial programs that you can. So the money that you get, that they're giving you, you can use that to get the supplies that you need for your business. Give us a virus and then give us a check. It's a fucking joke. It's really a joke. And then I was watching one other YouTuber and she made perfect sense. She was like, they could pull out $2.2 trillion for stimulus packet, but can't give out reparations for black people. Yeah, I said it. If you mad, get off my channel. But I totally agree. For this country to be in the so-called financial debt that it's in, y'all could pull up $2.2 trillion for a stimulus package, but you can't pull out $2.2 trillion for the ancestors of slaves and ancestors of land that you stole from the people that originally inhabited this land. But that's neither here nor there. I don't get into stuff like that, you know. But yeah, don't be afraid in this time. I know that is a lot going on that will cause you to have anxiety and things like that. It might even cause you to have depression because, of the social distancing thing. But don't get discouraged. Just work on yourself. Work on, you know, find ways to make money in this time. You know, um, I can give you a suggestion. So, my girlfriend is a cuddleist. She cuddles people, and I'm a cuddler too. So, you can sign up to be a cuddler, and at this time, you can do virtual cuddling, and I'm sure that you will get somebody because in these times, people are very lonely. People are missing human contact and things like that, and being a cuddler is perfect at this time. Yeah, you just got to think outside the box. And I will admit, it's hard for me to think outside the box. Like, I be trying, like, my brain be like, box. And I'm like, I have to get outside of the box with my thinking as far as, like, making money. I have to. Because this shift is happening and I can't be here and, the conscious collective is here. I want to be here too, and I want to be with my brothers and sisters, and I want to benefit from the things that was prepared for, and for us to come together and use our resources and things like that to be able to, like, survive. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Like, what are you doing with your time, really? They're saying that domestic disputes are on the rise since this quarantine. And I say that this is a time that you will really see how people feel about you. This is the time to sit quiet and really find out about yourself. Find out about yourself. Like seriously, like, find out about yourself. I was watching Shira Star Goddess today, and I really enjoyed her videos. And she was talking about things that you could spiritually do during this time. And she was like, you can do self-care. You can basically feel is like feel it's a lot of, let's say, build up. You can take this time to network. You could take this time to charge your crystals and things, and put crystals around your home because of this 5G that's going on, so the crystals can absorb the EMF radio frequencies and stuff. Like, they're hitting us on multi levels of bullshit. They're hitting us hard. They want us to go. So you have to do things to make sure that your frequency stays high. Okay? Because when your frequency is low, that's when you're susceptible to getting sick. That's when you're susceptible to psychic attacks. When your vibes and your frequencies are low. So please, keep your vibes up. Keep your frequencies up. Protect yourself. That's all I really can say. What time is it? Because I filmed late. I wanted to pull some cards, but I didn't sage, and I don't feel like saging. And plus it's 12:57, so I probably will pull some cards for you guys tomorrow. When it's early in the day. Child, I was busy today. I cooked dinner early. I baked 2 loaves of bread. I cleaned. Yeah. Today was kind of productive, pretty productive. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and the weekend coming up. I hope you guys really do. I'm tired if you can't tell. But yeah, just keep your vibes high, stay positive, think positive thoughts. Think positive thoughts. Do not think negatively. If you feel yourself thinking negatively, quickly change your thoughts, because now things are manifesting faster than ever. So with one negative thought, replace that with 3 positive thoughts. You know, put it out in the air. I cancel, block, and delete that last thought. I cancel, block, and delete that last statement, and replace it with something positive. I'm telling you, take your spiritual baths. You know, you don't have to wait until the full moon or the new moon to take a spiritual bath. You can take a spiritual bath anytime. Anytime you feeling like low and your vibes are low, and anytime you're just feeling off spiritually and energetically, take a spiritual bath. I'm telling you, it works wonders. It works wonders. Okay. So this is your girl, Triple Dark Goddess. And that's all I have to say about that. Sending y'all plenty of peace, love, light, blessings, and healings. I love y'all, fam, and I'm out. Deuces.